on software, hardware, and materials, and also the printing speed, and also the printing accuracy, right?
Yep.
And for example, the 3D printer with the open source would be bring customers with much fun, and also it is very important to the 3D printing technology. And for example, as we will know, most of the 3D printer uses the PLA, and they can print with PLA very well. But some printers they can print with PETG very well. So there is a possibility, right? With the open source 3D printer, and they can print with many kinds of 3D printer filaments.
Materials.
Yeah. Because different filament may have requirements, different requirements like PETG and ABS. They may prefer direct extruder, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
And maybe enclosed.
Yes,
space,
with a closed
space.
chamber. Yes.
Yeah. So with the marine firmware, that you could transfer your ET4 to from the
bowden to direct drive.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
Yes, everything is possible with the open source now.
Actually, we have customers that have upgrade.
Wow.
This upgradation that would you help to give a picture of it?
Jack?
Yes, and later, guys, you can find some pictures in the chat room. It's very interesting. And also, for example, for the slicing software, we know most of the printer can work with Cura and also Simplify 3D. And also, some printers, they can work with other kinds of slicing software.
Yes.
So there is also a possibility that an open source 3D printer could work with many kinds of slicing software, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It is interesting.
Yes, because we have to make a lot of changes and settings and fine tunings before printing to each specific printer. So it's very important to have them incorporate and inhabited into your printer. So we would like to know a bit about if anyone is watching this video, you can leave a comment here and tell us what's your thoughts on this open source.
Yeah, any upgradations or modifications you have done based on your marine firmware printers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be very helpful, and we can create a innovative community.
I also saw a user that transferred his 3D printer to laser engraver.
Yes.
Yeah, engraver. Yeah.
Because with the marine firmware, they could change the X to the head.
Yes. Could be reprogrammed to make modifications to your printers. Like you can fit your laser or other equipment for the 3D printing. So you might have also seen some of the works that some users have done with the reprogramming and modifications made to some of our models.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah, great. And we usually got some feedback from our customer, and they said they want a bigger size printer, right? And I think there is a possibility that for open source printer.
Yes, definitely.
Our users, they can modify the structure and also the software for money, and they can get a bigger size printer. Like they can make the XYZ axis bigger size, and also they modify the software, and they can make the hotbed bigger.
Yeah. I used to see user that with much higher y-axis.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
That is cool.
So he printed a
very big ones.
Yeah, huge one. Yeah, the comment says that we need to be more closer to the mic. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
We could put it closer.
Checked it. Yeah. Can you hear us now? Check.
Yeah, someone asked that they are trying to do the laser in gable modification. We would help to share the tutorial that from the community.
Yes.
Also, we would like to share a group of us the most and upgrades that that most of our users in this group that share their modifications on their printers.
Yes.
If you'd like to join, we would post the link here in the comments.
Yes.
So actually, open source, just provide us many capabilities and possibilities for our 3D printers. But actually, it is like a shelf with more ingredients, right?
Yes. Very good code.
It doesn't mean that with open source firmware you could print better. But so it means you need still to have many tricks of 3D printer to make better results, right?
Yes. So what Jason here is trying to say is that you don't need to have all green ingredients to be a perfect code, but you need to have the skills for that, right? As for the printing as well, you have to practice to make the perfect skills for printing. Not only for it doesn't mean you have the open source firmware at your hand and you are unstoppable, but you also need a lot of skills and learning. That's what we meant.
It means that you need to have a lot of experience on 3D printing, that you could get the perfect setting, the right for your printers and right for the filaments, because different filaments from different countries may
different formulas.
Factories may require different settings to get the perfect result. So many tricks are depending on the user to learn and practice, right?
You have to try different materials or filaments with your machine to see what's the best settings for your own printing. So it's very important from your experience, right?
Okay, here Miles asked, can you send a new program to make my ET4 Plus actually print? So this open source actually is for our ET4 series printers, right? Michael, would you help to introduce which printers are included in this?
Like the ET4 and ET4X, ET4 Pro. And this ET4 series printer got the morning upgrade, so everybody can get the morning and firmware on our forum, on Anet forum.
And also on GitHub.
GitHub is a good platform to share things.
It's the first place that they will share it with us.
Yes, and we do have plans to develop more open source firmware for the rest of the series, for ET5, etc. So today we are focused on ET4 series. Well, let's check.
Okay.
Who's there?
So would you like to explain what's the difference between ET4 Plus and ET4?
I think it's ET4 Pro, mate.
No, ET4 Plus actually is only firmware name for ET4 with inductive
sensor. Later.
And for the repairing, many customers after the warranty, they want to if their printer could get some problems, right? And they have to repair it. And we also can ask our after sales support for helping.
Yes.
But if the users they can solve the problem, themselves, right?
Yeah, they could access to the software.
Like the software. If the software is special, belongs to just companies, and if it is a marine open source firmware, our users can solve the problem and modify the software by themselves, and they can solve the problem very easily.
Yeah.
Okay. The question that Jason has told me to explain the difference between ET4 and ET+. Yes. There's one thing you have to care about is the sensor. Right?
Yeah.
It's the proximity sensor. When it's switch, it's quite different. One thing you need to, it's a part of an accessory. You need to put it before labeling. But with the ET4 Pro Plus or Pro, they are all fitted with the same sensor switch, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to take it off or put it on before labeling. It's installed within the printer, the extruder head. So it's quite useful when you don't have to do a lot of work to applying the sensor like the ET4, the older version. It's much easier to print with the ET4 Plus and ET4 Pro.
Yes.
It saves you a lot of work before doing the printing. So we're going to make more videos, maybe in our consequent videos or our live streaming. Could be shown in our other videos as well, right?
Yes.
And except for that, I know that there are more than 20 languages available for the marine firmware.
Yes.
Yeah, it means that you could select the language you preferred on your printer controller page. That you could use it more easily.
Yeah. And that means our users can add more languages by yourself with money in the coming future. Yeah, it is very great feature, really.
Okay, Miles say ET Plus has version 1.0.
Yeah.
Actually, we are working on the firmware upgrades. No worries. We just need some time to do the upgrades, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We would inform you guys in our Facebook community and all the channels that when we have it released.
Yes. Stay tuned to our channels and to get the first latest information for the upgrade. Right?
What?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
And everybody can get
any upgrades.
Yes.
If you stay tuned, stay active to our channels community, you can get the latest upgrade whatever software, firmware.
Yeah, and you could access to us also with the subscription on our official website.
Yes.
Yeah.
That we would keep you informed with weekly email.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody here watching, and you can subscribe.
Okay, let's see what Joyce said. Open source is undoubtedly the best way for any user to adapt the printer to their needs. Yeah, it's right. It's also true that you have to have a little. Oops. I think what he is trying to say is what we are talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to learn some 3D printing tricks to make your printer work. Yeah. Open source firmware doesn't make solutions to make you perfect 3D printing result, right?
Yeah.
It's more for makers to have some
fun,
modifications and have fun with their printers.
Yeah,
right?
And it's open source, the name, and the users are open to a lot of availabilities and options to modify their printers. And printing with different kind of materials, as we have mentioned before, and as we have also mentioned that the users need a lot of practice and experience to make the perfect printing. So as time goes by and with the more printing goes on, and I think everyone could get a perfect print with our printer with the open source firmware.
Yeah. So here is a question from David. what is the alternative option for the user who doesn't want to use open source firmware. I think it's no worry about it, right?
Yes.
Because our printers will have stock firmware of us when we sold out from now and in the future. Open source Marine firmware is just another option for our users, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you must stick to the firmware.
Yeah.
The open source, but you also have have your own right to use the non-open source, right?
Yeah.
It's everybody's choices. But we are now introduced the new a new choice for the users who are enthusiastic about creative things and make your own modifications to printers, as we mentioned, laser, engraver, everything that you would like to put on your new function to your printers.
Yeah. Actually, I'm planning, to share some modification stories on our official blog. Yeah. If you have any modifications on your printers, please feel free to message us and leave comments here. We would select, if you are selected to feature, we may have be our beta tester for our new released printers.
Yes.
Someone is asking our AAE just now. Yeah. So you guys already know our newly released printer.
Yeah. It's a very good feature.
So here another one.
Anet.
Yeah. So how can we access that?
This open source firmware, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it could be downloaded on GitHub or on our official forum, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to share the links of the firmware address at our platforms or our channels.
Yeah.
Yes, later you guys can find the links in the chat room and also in the GitHub. Yeah.
So, Ruth, would you like to share with us the the user control board of the Marine firmware?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you hi
Jack.
Would you please give the video for us?
Yeah, the video showing
the short video.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack.
Is it on?
And we can.
I can see
many comments here. Yeah.
We have some internet lags here.
Yes.
Let me check mine.
Just a minute, everybody. Check this one.
Stick with Anet firmware. What does it mean?
Our own firmware. So everyone has the right to stick to whatever he wants, right?
Yeah.
We only provide a new option, so you could still keep sticking to our firmware, no problem at all.
Yeah.
We keep making upgrades.
We are always here to help, right?
Yes.
We have our technical support team, right?
Okay,
Michael,
yes.
would you help to introduce about our support team a little bit?
Yes, you guys can email us our support, and also you can find our support in the chat room or on our website, official website.
Yes, actually, if you have any questions with the printer or technical questions, you can submit your ticket via our official website, anet3d.com, and there's a service center, and you can submit your tickets with your problems. Yeah, and our tech team will get back to you ASAP, right?
Yeah. So here a friend told he couldn't hear the sound of us. So let us know if you think our voice is too slow or whatever. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We will review your comments right now. Oh wait. What about the control
interface?
Yeah. Maybe you could help.
Okay, let me check. Excuse.
So Bruce, please help to introduce.
Right. Let's start with the. Oh, it's almost there. So.
Yeah, click the SD card icon. You could select the print file, right?
Okay.
It's in G code.
Yes. I'm trying to get this video repeated, so we can have a little bit of explaining on this interface.
We would like to repeat the control images again because we didn't catch it.
All right. So from the beginning, you can see a lot of things you haven't seen our original version. We got a few options there, like the extruder, like the fan, like the bed temperature. I don't think you can.
Okay, maybe we could explain it by ourselves.
Yes, because something wrong with. Okay. We can see it now. So got a few basic functions there, and
the nose temperature, the bed temperature,
and the fan speed. Yes, and there's a few logos there with settings. Yes.
Yeah.
Now you can see there's some basic functions there. Right. Motion temperature configuration, change filaments, and a list of functions that we normally use. You can choose to change anything. The temperature configurations. Now you can change the settings for filaments. Right. And you can see there's a lot of settings for the bed, for the fan speed, for the temperature to preheat the PLA or ABS.
And you could have a default setting for your PLA print or ABS print.
Yes.
And you could save it.
Yeah, you can store it. Yeah. And there's one thing about the configurations, and there are two kinds of configurations. One is advanced, another is the normal, like prop Z offset or run out sensor or power outage, right?
We still have power outage,
yes,
and run out sensor which we also have in our stock.
Yeah.
Right.
But very basic, and I think everyone can stand. So now we are changing the bed temperature. So you can just by rubbing on the screen and see which temperature. Yes, and you can also use the minus for a much more accurate value for your temperature. And you can store the settings, and it will start mass printing with the same configuration on the temperatures. All right, back to the interface. So, and if you want to print, you only need to tap it on the left down corner. See the SD.
With the SD icon.
Yes, it's like the SD icon.
So actually, some of our influencers have very detailed tutorial videos on how to use it.
Yes.
So if you guys like, we will share, and we also will have official blogs and tutorials on it of how to use it.
Yes.
This firmware version, guys.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, the 3D printing technology with open source would bring our customer much fun, and more than that, right? And like. Our customer, they can add LED light, right?
Yeah.
And also,
some of them prefer that.
Yeah. It's everybody's choice.
Yeah.
All right, let's check.
So we found many comments here. Yeah.
Joyce said, I always recommend before installing open source, stay with the serial printer. Enjoy it as it is. Yeah, Joyce is right.
Yeah.
If you are a beginner, we would recommend you to take the stock firmware of us. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
When you could get the best result using from the stock firmware, you could move to the open source.
So it's better to stick to the Anet firmware first to get a few knowledge base, and then it will become easier to move on to the open source firmware. No problem at all.
We found more comments here.
Both our stock firmware and the Marine firmware have auto-load filament function, right?
Yeah, sure.
And unload filament.
Automatic load, unload.
In the Marine firmware, they have more options of the leveling.
Yes, you can do a lot of fine tunings on the open source. So it's a very good option for those who already have some basic knowledge about 3D printing, and we would like to recommend that to those who really want to try these new features with not new features, there's a lot more features.
And I got a news online, and they said in the coming future, and our users can modify the software, and they can, they even can remote remote.
Yeah, I know what
3D printer. That means that they can print and bed, right?
Yeah, you mean control it with your phone,
right?
Yeah. We are trying to do this.
That's one of our plans to add more, most wanted features as been demanded.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So, Bruce, would you like to share a little bit about our overseas warehouse that we recently established?
Yes, absolutely. So we have established a few warehouses overseas. The one we have product in stock would be the one in US, New York City, and everyone could buy directly from our warehouse. We can send them directly from our warehouse, and you can receive them across the country within a few days.
Yes, US.
And we have US, a voluntary services point in local. Yeah,
that is cool.
Yeah, another David in US.
I said David. Another David.
Here. If you are here, you could say hi here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would ask my US users to find you for their voluntary services.
David is a good man.
And the other one?
Except for US, we also have Mexico local warehouse, right?
Yes. The warehouse is located in the Mexico City, is in the center, and it's quite easy to get things delivered and very efficient. If you have placed orders, we can get them shipped immediately, and you can receive it in a few days as well. Lots more, and we have one more warehouse established in the EU.
Europe.
In EU.
In Germany.
In Europe, in Germany.
Right.
In Germany, we have a warehouse.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we have a warehouse.
One in Germany, another one in Czech Republic. So we have very big portion of product in stock. So feel free to ask if you have an interest in those printers. We're going to send them from our warehouse
from
in stock.
Local warehouse.
Yes. You don't have to wait a long time. And we do have plan to to develop warehouse in other countries like Brazil, and Spain as well. Yes.
And in
the whole Europe.
East Asia, right?
Yes.
In Vietnam and Thailand, right?
Thailand.
We're ready.
Malaysia, and a lot of countries. That's a big feature.
Yeah. We have divided Facebook groups that's exclusive for the
local ones.
like Anet Mexico.
Yeah, we have a local.
Anet Spain.
Yeah, we have a local
if
page.
If you would like to join us, please.
Yes.
Right.
You're welcome to join us.
Yeah.
We have created very efficient and enthusiastic communities in local countries, like we have mentioned the local groups we have created would be very helpful to our users and all our resellers, distributors. Would be a very good spot. Right, let's see who's there.
Sorry, my internet.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, I would like to say one more thing about open source. Currently, we need to fresh it with ST-Link, right?
Yes.
Or J-Link.
J-Link
yeah.
and ST-Link.
Michael, would you help to introduce a little bit?
Yes, and we will know if we want to upgrade Marine, we have to use the J-Link and also the
or the ST-Link.
Yeah, ST-Link, and we just plug on the motherboard, and also another side we use a USB to connect, and we just can upgrade.
Yeah, it's not. It
easy.
Couldn't be upgraded with the SD card directly.
Yeah, we can do it in some seconds, right?
No, it's not such an easy thing. We have detailed tutorials.
Yes, we have a lot of videos to teach you how to do that, and it's also from one of our friends, TL Mod Tech, right?
HL Mod Tech.
Okay, sorry if I say your name wrong. Okay.
Yeah. So if you have any inquiries for us, please leave in comments. We have bad internet here and couldn't read your comments right now. So when we are offline, we will type and reply you.
Yeah, we're trying to do that. Get back to you offline when the live streaming is over. And you're welcome to leave any comments or queries. Add comments. All right, and or writing emails, etc., anything you can get. Just share what you have and what you think about the open source, what you like or what you don't like. Also, because you can always stick to the Anet firmware as well, but this the open source is another option for the experienced users, especially. But for the beginners, welcome to use our Anet firmware. It's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, recently our official website released a page that you could have after sales ticket to us.
Yes,
right?
I did have mentioned. We have added that that section in our official website anet3d.com, and in the service module you can select submit your own tickets for any inquiries concerning the after sales, right?
Yeah, we would like try to help as soon as possible, right?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Okay. So we can look at the comments here. Yeah, someone comments here.
We could say it.
Sorry.
Because the internet didn't
we had lost connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have another thing about the open source I like to say, because before the Marine firmware released by David Tarrant, many users called for it because they want to have BL touch sensor. But actually I inquired our engineer that our mainboard didn't have the electronic design for it. So even if it's now you upgrade with the Marine firmware, I think you still couldn't use with BL touch. Yeah,
that's one thing we're going to upgrade.
Maybe later when we have any updates on our mainboard, we could solve the problem.
And we are going to make new upload for more explaining about the upgrade. Right.
Yes.
And
so that.
I think wow, it's almost 1 hour.
And you guys, thank you so much for watching our video.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, please let us know that what you want to talk with us.
We will see you next time.
See you.